So I've always liked when other YouTubers, do a quick bookshelf tour. My bookshelf kind of grew based on the inspiration of seeing other people's. I think what I have that no other. Welcome back to the Muscle Code YouTube channel. This is part 2 of my top 5 Star Wars books. And remember, it's from my perspective, my opinion. I'll give my opinion and the reasons behind it, and you kind of take it from there. Number 3, I have, let me preface it by first saying, I like Phantom Menace. A lot of people don't. It was the first Star Wars movie I saw in the movies. So to me, that's, that was my Star Wars experience in the theater was Phantom Menace. And I thought it was good. The music at the end, I thought it was great. And this book relates to that pretty closely. It happens right before that, leading up to the movie. So that has something to do with it. And it's Darth Maul, Shadow Hunter. I thought Darth Maul was cool, and I thought his character was a little bit underdeveloped in the movie. So that's why a novel with him in it as a major part makes total sense. And it was good to have his character fleshed out a little bit. The way Michal Reaves did it was believable to me. It made sense, and I like. And it has like a bittersweet ending, which I thought was appropriate. And even, the byplay between Lorne Pavin and his droid, it's kind of like C-3PO, but like a little bit more powerful. The byplay of that was just pleasant to read and kind of cozy. And, and like I said, it had like the Trade Federation was involved. Just, it was a perfect lead in to the Phantom Menace. And, I like my Star Wars books to be in places that are popular in the shows or in the movies. So this takes place on Coruscant, a place that has a major impact in the movies. So, I knew the setting. It was nice being, in the underground, byways of the capital of the universe. And it just, is it an amazing book? No, but it's what I'm looking for in a Star Wars novel, taking, maybe some blanks from the movies and kind of filling it in with a nice, pleasant read. So that's what I have. I have number 3. I have Darth Maul, Shadow Hunter. Coming in at number 2, my top 5 Star Wars books is Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn. I don't have the book with me. Now this one's, I'm pretty sure it was the first, if not the first major book event for Star Wars. And it's most people, I would say, if you're a serious Star Wars expanded universe fan, I would say 50% of the time it's probably your number 1. And I can see that. It's great. It's great. The villain is great. The villain is amazing. It's just detailed. It feels like Star Wars. It's definitely it has a great detail to it, kind of like, you're reading a quality, science fiction or fantasy book on its own. It just was like a little bit like too dry/rigid. I think that has to do with the author's writing style, which is fine. I'm kind of trying to explain why it's not number 1 on my top 5 list is what it comes down to. But the rest of the series is great too. This was my favorite of the series. That's why it gets, the shout out as number 2. And it's definitely a must read if you're getting into the Star Wars expanded universe. So, in the next installment, I'll go with my number 1 favorite and go from there. So, as always, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you back. So I've always liked when other YouTubers, do a quick bookshelf tour. My bookshelf kind of grew based